The Grudge is a curse. It essentially spreads like a virus. So basically, when someone dies in the grip of a powerful rage, the curse stains wherever that person was killed. And if you set foot into that place, you will be forever cursed. So it kind of spreads and spreads and spreads, and it works on like virus logic.
You know, I realize what makes that so effective, partially, is that we generally take that premise to be true. Like, I don't necessarily think that if I went in a house that, you know, something bad happened in, that I'm going to be killed. But I do believe there's bad juju when something bad happened in that house, and I do believe that'll stick with me. So I guess even though I don't believe in the supernatural, I'm contradicting myself that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't view myself as superstitious, and yet I generally, what you said is true for me.
Audiences are more hungry than ever for character-driven, more adult drama in their horror movies. You look at things like Haunting of Hill House, which is like a family drama with horror nestled inside. And I think that audiences are so much more welcoming of that. And to take a movie like The Grudge, where just by the nature of its structure and the sort of tapestry like weaving of the stories, you're dealing with all these different characters. So to finally get to lean into a way more character driven version of this story is very of like now in the genre. And I think that now that this being the first R-rated Grudge movie, it not only afforded us the ability to kind of get bigger and grosser and more violent and more intense, but it also let us sink our teeth more into that human drama that audiences do all of a sudden really, really hunger for.
There is something special about going to a place and being scared together. You know, like I was thinking earlier that being frightened is fun together. That's how we deal with this fear. But you don't want to be frightened even recreationally solo.
He's obviously so experienced, and there's a certain like very technical scientific aspect to scaring audiences. You know, you're trying to elicit a physical reaction like a comedy would elicit a laugh. And just like getting quiet and then making a loud noise isn't enough to make a full audience worth of people jump. And you know, so there's a mechanics to it that first and foremost starts with the characters and caring about the characters. And if you care about the characters, you'll be scared when they're scared. Then there's a more like just nuts and bolts mechanical thing of like timing and pacing and subtle tricks of how the camera should move, what should be in frame, what shouldn't be in frame, that are things that you really only learn from experience. And those are the sorts of things that you can't change as easily in post. So having someone like Sam to help me work out when things weren't working as best as they could is invaluable.
This is the classic horror movie conundrum, which is I would be leaving. I don't care if there's a little girl up there. I don't care. It's scary. It's creepy. I'm out. But Peter's better than me, and he keeps advancing forward. That was. I remember thinking, you know, we have to justify going that close to the bathtub, but that's, you know, a little bit of movie magic right there. That was practical. Those hands did come up, and it's not good. I don't recommend it.